In this video, we are going to learn about laws of limiting friction. There are four laws of limiting friction. According to the first law, the magnitude of limiting friction F is directly proportional to the normal reaction. Suppose two body B and body A, and body A is trying to move on the surface of body B. Then friction appears at the contact surfaces which opposes the relative motion. Now let's say the maximum frictional force offered is F, which is the magnitude of limiting friction. Then this will be proportional to the normal reaction. Now let's say M is the weight of the body A, and mg weight will act on body B, and a reaction force will act on body A by body B, and this reaction force is called normal reaction. So in general cases, normal reaction is equal to weight of the body. So from this we can see that the magnitude of limiting friction, which is the maximum frictional force at the contact surfaces, is directly proportional to the normal reaction, which depends on the weight of the body. So more the weight of the body, more will be the maximum frictional force between the surfaces. So we will need more force to move the body if the weight of the body is high. Now second law of limiting friction, it says that direction of limiting friction is always limiting friction is always opposite to the direction in which body is trying to move. Since the friction opposes the relative motion, so obviously the friction will act in opposite direction to the direction in which body is trying to move, since friction is stopping the body from moving. So it must act in the opposite direction to which the body is trying to move. Now third law says that the magnitude of limiting friction is independent of the area of contact. Magnitude of limiting friction is independent of area of contact. So magnitude of limiting friction does not depend on the area of contact, but it depends on the normal reaction, that is the weight of the body. So friction between two surfaces depends on the weight of the body, not on the area of contact. So as long as the weight of the body is constant, the friction will be the same even if we change the area of contact or surface area. The fourth law says that limiting friction depends on the nature of the body, that is the adhesive force acting between the molecules of different substances, and it depends on the roughness and smoothness of the surface. So limiting friction, that is the magnitude of limiting friction, depends on nature of surface, that is adhesive force between molecules, and it depends on nature, and it depends on roughness and smoothness, roughness and smoothness of surface. So if adhesive force acting between molecules is high, then friction will be more, and if surface is too smooth or too rough, that is, if surface is too rough or too smooth, then in both the cases the friction will increase, because if surface is too rough, then there will be more interlocking of surface, and if surface is too smooth, then the surface molecules will come too close to each other, and due to adhesive force between them, they will make more bonds, so friction will be more.